Okay, right now I got what I did was I added in the main storyboard, I added a view controller, and I'm trying to animations view controller, and this is the checkbox class, so I should be border thickness 1.0 and border color, let's have this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this, and this should, I think we don't need to see. Why is it not coming? So we did fail. Oh, we didn't mark it as, yeah. So we need an IV action which marks this as is selected, and okay, so we didn't do that. Where is my animations view controller? So there needs to be an action, so there was no action. So right click, so you see this checkbox tapped, touch up inside, and now we can task. We don't have this. Okay, what is the extra thing which we are getting? Is this, I remember we get this, let's make the size of this. Okay, I need a bigger constant, 32, 32. I don't know why we are getting this little master here. Let's see. What is this? UI image view. Checkbox, and we have a UI image view here. So I need to get rid of the image view. So we don't need any images. No, we don't have any images. Okay. Init with frame. Self dot image view equal to nil. image view is get only property dot image, but that's not the point. We don't have any image. Okay, this is weird. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's focus on our animations today. I'm not sure why it is coming. Should we increase? I think as far as I remember, we increased the height of the checkbox and it automatically went off. It was coming. Let's see what we have done. I have replaced the one which was working correctly, but again, okay, this was the problem. Yeah, I don't know what we have made. Okay, now that we have this, so let's animate this whole stack view. So with the basic animation here, so what we need to do is on click of checkbox, we can have one puppet here which gives us the animation. So first and foremost, we'll have an outlet for this. Okay, so we'll have outlet for this stack view, um, checkbox container. Okay, and we will on view did appear super dot view did appear animated. So what we will do is uiview dot animate with duration 1 second, and we have a trailing closure here with unowned self in this. So self dot checkbox dot alpha is equal to 1.0. let's hide this initially when the view appears. This is the initial state of this, and this is the final state in the animation. So this is the basic animation block. UI view animate with duration. So it will take 1 second. Okay, so we have this basic animation here. So we'll play around with the same object for some time now, and so this is checkbox container we are animating. If we want to animate individual thing, so let's say I have an outlet for button, checkbox, and checkbox label. Actually, it's a good idea to have one system like this where it says this is a checkbox component, you drag and drop, you get a label and a checkbox to it. So that would be the next target. Let's see. Okay, now um, we'll say checkbox dot is selected is equal to true. This is the initial value. Okay, we'll say checkbox dot alpha is equal to 0.0. Okay, and we'll have the stack view. We have this container, right? So these are the initial values. This alpha, rid of this. Checkbox label dot alpha is equal to 0.0. Okay, and then this is selected. Dot. Okay, all these things can be done in this label dot background color dot clear. Okay, so these are the initial settings which we have done. Checkbox dot background color is equal to clear color. Okay, these are the initial settings which we have done, and this is used for animations. So now we have animated here the first part, and we will have completion block for this. So we need this animation. Okay, and we will have a completion block. Why did we get this? Okay, okay, UI view dot animate. with completion block. Okay, so this was the 1.0, and we I think there is an API with the delay, uiview.animate time interval with the delay. So let's enlarge this first. Let's keep this as it is. Animations view controller. Okay, here we have 1.0. Delay will be zero point 0.5, so it should appear one by one. Options, here you give dot curve is in is out. You can give transitions, what is the animation which you needed, and what is the completion block. So we'll have all these unknowns self, and here we have an input property which says bool finished, whether animation is finished. Okay, so container we have done, so it will animate. We'll say checkbox alpha, checkbox label alpha. I think we don't need this. Checkbox label alpha, and once this is done, did you mean checkbox? Yes, definitely. And once this is done, we need to say self dot container, checkbox container dot background color is equal to dot clear. So this we can add an animation to it. So background color, clear color. Okay, once this is finished. Okay, let's run this. Let's see what happens. uh, it came together. So this completion, we have set container view alpha. Okay, let's say let's give it a delay of 5 seconds. Let's actually we can slower the animation. 1 2 3. Okay, it all came together. Did we add outlets to this? Yes, we have added outlets. Checkbox. So it should animate one by one. Duration 1 second, and this one. So why stack view container is not blue? We are so we are not seeing the stack view background here, correct? instead of stack view background, we can say self.view background. Finally, we want something which can be shown in the animation. So this is blue, this comes, and that goes off. Clear color doesn't make, so we'll make it as white, but these two are coming together. So now we have both the checkboxes coming together, checkbox and the checkbox label coming together, appearing together. So you can see here. So we don't need that actually, so we need it to come one by one. Just a second. Excuse me. So what we'll do is we'll copy this whole thing and add this. We don't want this. We don't want this. We are not doing anything in the animation, or we can pass nil here. So we are not doing anything here. Delay will be 1 second. Here delay will be 2 seconds, or say delay will be 2 and delay will be 3 seconds. So let it come, and this color would be, it will be matching yellow. Okay, so it will appear one by one, 1, 2, 3, and gone. You can see this. So this is how we animated here. Okay, okay. So now we have something, we have done color animation. Now what about moving these containers across the screen? So I should get it moving from one position to the other, or we have auto layout, so we can add actually the layout constraints. So we have horizontally centered layout constraint. So what we'll do is we'll give it as checkbox container center constraint. Okay, checkbox container center constraint. So what we will do once this animation is finished, so we'll have a completion. So we'll have unknown self. We don't want finished. Once this is complete, we need to move this self dot constant equal to move by minus move to -50, so it should literally go up 50 pixels. And then dot layout, not this, checkbox container dot layout if needed. Okay, so we are doing this. We can also animate. Right now if we do this, it will directly straightforward jump. Once the animation is finished, it directly jumps. Yes, it's jumping now. How do we smooth it out? So we do smooth it out using animations. Okay, okay. On completion, we will just run this. One, two, three. It's jumping. It's still jumping. So we need to use frame for this layout if needed. Yeah, layout if needed actually recalculates and draws it. It doesn't move. So that means we don't have any other option than to actually use frame layer using recalculate using frames where container frame and frame dot origin dot y is equal to whatever is the origin. We need to move 50 pixels up. So come here and you just say frame. Okay, so this should basically move the checkbox. Yes, so if you do layout if needed, then it recalculates all the layout and places it. So else if you do this, this is frame calculation. How do we animate using, I'm not sure how do we animate using constraints. So okay, as of now we have got multiple concepts here. One is how to do a simple basic animation, how to do animation with delays and other options, curve is in, curve is out, all those things. And here I think we can give transition flip from top. Let's see what this is. This is for the checkbox. It just brings the alpha. Okay, so this will be curve is in, curve linear, override inherited, curve is in, is out. So is out is the best option. Okay, now next. So we have got delay, we have got options, you have got so many options here. Curve is in, is out, curve linear, transition, flip from left, flip from right, on the scenes cross dissolve. So this is while appearing. Okay, we will see one by one all the options. Then we have completion handlers. What happens, what to do after. You can control basically what to do once the animation is done. Okay, so this is a completion block, and internally you can nest other animations in this. So basically, this is the second animation, third animation, and this is the last animation. Okay, so we have nested animations, we have played around with the delays, we have played around with the options. So we can, I think we can give options here, I'm not sure. So moving the checkbox, do we need delay for this? Let's have a delay of 0.5 seconds. Isn't, and we need to have completion handlers. Okay, this is one bad thing. Animation, and we get completion nil. Don't want completion. Okay, let's play around with curve is in. It speeds up. Curve is in is the initial part will be slow and the final part will be faster. So let's see, let's check again. 2 3, I'm slowing the animation. So let's see how does it go. Speeding up. Yeah, so curve is in basically speeds up in the end. It's relaxed during the beginning. Curve is in. Curve is out is relaxed at the end. Curve is in out is relaxed at the beginning and at the end. So still taking time. So it slows down in the end. Okay, linear, there's one more. Curve is out, is in out, and linear. Linear is there's no um, slowing or speeding up at the beginning of the end. Okay, so that's it today. Um, I'll be committing this code um, and get and then git commit basic UI view animate with delay options and completion handlers, and then we have nested animations. So I'll just push this and this is available in my GitHub repository. So if you go here, things to do, so animations playground, so whatever we have done today, nested animation, everything. So yeah, so this is it. So we have added all these things, so you can go ahead and check out. And other repositories, I have been experimenting with Kotlin recently, so yeah, you can go ahead and check out the animations here, things to the animation. Okay, so that's it for now. So learned how to animate, so probably next time we can modify this checkbox for some time, this component, checkbox component. Instead of UI button, we need to make it as stack and change accordingly here. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See ya.